thought I'd show you something I've done for 41 years, which I actually love doing so much, and that's sowing seeds. Usually I start every year in about early to mid-April. Simply take a seed flat. These are called 10-20 open flats. And I have a pre-mixed soil I buy in bags. I fill the flat with the soil. I can do about 6 flats in about 35 minutes. And I'll show you the entire process. And then I smooth out the flat like this. Move it to my seeding bench over here. I have some flats already pre-filled. And I have a tamping board. I made this in 1981. It's lasted me for a long time. I love my little tamping board. I just tamp it down. And I'm sowing Euphorbia correlata. Euphorbia correlata needs a moist cold treatment to break dormancy so it germinates. It's basically a fake winter. And then I have the seed. I moist cold treat Euphorbia correlata. It's for 9 weeks in the refrigerator. This is silica sand I mix it with. I scatter the seeds gently on top of the soil mix like this. And my hand gently shakes them on, and I'm doing spacing, and the sand also acts as a spacer too. Scatter that around. Kind of like cooking, you know, kind of like preparing a meal. And then when I have it scattered around, I tamp it down with my tamping board. I have coarse vermiculite. I use coarse vermiculite. With the euphorbia, the seeds are probably the size of the head of a small nail. So I want to make sure the seeds are thoroughly covered because the seeds are big enough to get light through the vermiculite. So I thoroughly cover them with this. And then they're thoroughly covered. And then I put a label in like this. I'll write this on after we're done, but make sure it's labeled or it's easy to forget. Then I walk over here. I move them outside on a cart I have. I'll fill the cart up with 6 flats. Then I water them lightly to hold the vermiculite down. This will just keep the vermiculite in place. It's very cold. We're at about 25 degrees tonight, so usually the seed huts are uncovered. We take the white plastic off, as you can see. And inside the house, we have 30% shade cloth. It's very important to have this 30% shade cloth because that shade cloth breaks up heavy rains and turns the heavy rains into a mist. Without the protection of the shade cloth, the rain would come down so heavily it would be like bombs dropping on the seedlings, and the seedlings would actually be destroyed by heavy rain. So I walk over here. These are some of the flats I've done over the last 2 days. So I just put the flat down. I put all 6 flats here. Get the cart, I'd walk back to the hut and do 6 more. And during that time, I just keep thinking. You know, I keep thinking about where I'm at, what the family's doing, what a beautiful day it is. Oh, I heard some sandhill cranes fly over. I think it's just enjoying the moment and enjoying the satisfaction I get. And in about 2 weeks to 3 weeks, all these flats will have small children, young seedlings, and then we start transplanting usually early to mid-June, and we continue transplanting through June. And then what we transplanted is usually ready to sell by mid-July to mid-August in 2.5-inch containers. And we can move those 2.5-inch containers into gallons or 4.5-inch pots. And usually I'll get about 200 to 300 transplants per flat. And so it seems simple, but it's more the consistency of doing and having it move from stage to stage to stage and not letting the flat sit too long and age in the seed flats. It's just more difficult to transplant. And this is our process at Northwind. And again, we are a small nursery, but we do produce with 3 people. We'll show you some production methods later. We produce about 65,000 perennials a year. Thanks, everybody. Bye.